And everybody, Rita Cosby here with Bob Sellers. New video emerging this weekend showing a smash and grab theft at an upscale mall in a New York City suburb. The video is wild.
Yeah, the scene playing out at the Louis Vuitton store at the Westchester Mall. For those of you not from the area, that's like one of the most upscale malls in this region, showing shoplifters stealing purses and then taking off, fleeing the store right past mall security.
Unbelievable scenes to see this just right outside of New York City. And here to discuss is retired Chicago police officer and spokesperson for the National Police Association, Sergeant Betsy Brantner Smith. Sergeant, we're so happy to have you here, and I wish it was on happier times because this new number coming out, I got to get your reaction first to this, because in the first year of President Biden's presidency, 73 law enforcement officers have been killed in the line of duty. That's up from 46 killed in 2020, and the most in a single year since 1995. What do you think is behind this horrible spike of these murders? It gets me so angry because we have to protect our police. We're both such big supporters of our men and women in blue. What do you make is attributed to this?
Well, I'll tell you, I served as a suburban Chicago police sergeant, and this is so incredibly frustrating because I see what my brothers and sisters are going through around the country. That's a 59% increase in police officers feloniously murdered in this country. And why is it happening? It's so very simple. We have, since the death of George Floyd, we have had this anti-cop narrative, a false narrative that somehow American law enforcement is the danger to our communities. It's not. It's what we need is to enforce the existing laws. We need zero tolerance for street gangs, for drug pushing, for attacking police officers. We need to rein in the bail reform. We need to rein in incarceration reform. We need to take on the woke, progressive prosecutors that are gaining a foothold in this country in places like New York, LA, Chicago. Prosecutors put in place not to protect citizens, but to protect criminals. And as we can see, it's certainly not a protecting law enforcement officers.
I want to get your opinion. When we see video of Westchester, you see the people grabbing stuff and taking out, and you see what looked like an armed security guard. And I was curious about the dynamics there. I don't know if he's an off-duty cop making some extra money or if this is somebody hired. I can't imagine he's making a great deal of money, but what's the psychology there when you just let people walk out?
Well, understand that many times those security guards are told, do not engage. Right. We see this all the time in the big box stores where shoplifters, run out, and those security guards are told, do not engage.
Yeah, and there's no reason to lose their life. Right. Again, for these people who may or may not be prosecuted anyway.
Absolutely, because they go back and say, okay, well, they're going to arrest them, maybe, as you point out.
Right.
And then will they prosecute them? Highly unlikely, sadly, especially Gascon, I think about in LA, who said, what is it, $950? Go ahead, walk. I mean, that's crazy.
What changes this, Sergeant? What changes this?
Well, sure, what changes it? And you saw a little bit of that in that video where there were some citizens, some customers who kind of stepped in. What's going to change it is political leadership, where political leaders are going to have to stand up and say, this is enough. We have got to put resources behind the business community. Because, a lot of people look at, Louis Vuitton, they've got money, but understand that, it's not just the insurance that's going to take care of it.
Or they'll stop insuring them.
What's going to change it is supporting law enforcement, is putting criminals in jail, prosecuting them, and also pushing back as voters against these woke politicians like George Gascon.
Sergeant Betsy Brantner Smith, thank you so much.